turn your volume up because the first real sound of the 2026 Formula One era just leaked. Honda beat everyone to the punch, and this engine actually screams. It is December 17, 2025, and the Formula One world is finally waking up to the reality of the new regulations. For months, we have heard rumors about how the 2026 cars will drive, but we had no idea how they would sound. That changed this week. Honda, the Japanese giant that powered Max Verstappen to his recent championships, just dropped a 20-second audio clip that has everyone talking. This is a big deal because this engine is not for Red Bull, but built exclusively for Aston Martin. Other manufacturers like Audi and Ford have been quiet, but Honda decided to break the silence. This is our first concrete proof of what the next generation of F1 is going to offer. We are just weeks away from the start of the 2026 preseason, and Aston Martin is signaling that they are ready to fight. The partnership between the British team and Honda is officially the one to watch, and this sound clip is their first warning shot to the rest of the grid. What we are hearing in this clip is 20 seconds of pure aggression. You hear the engine rip through 7 gears, hold high revs, and then snap down through the gearbox for a corner. The immediate reaction from fans and experts is relief. Many people worried the new hybrid rules would make the cars sound worse, or like vacuum cleaners. But this Honda unit sounds crisp, sharp, and significantly louder than the current engines we have been used to since 2014. It lacks that muffled, heavy tone that many fans hated in the early turbo hybrid era. Instead, there is a raw, mechanical scream to it. It sounds lighter, and the shifts are lightning fast. Since teams are banned from testing these engines on a real track right now, this recording comes directly from the dyno test bench in Japan. It is the raw sound of the engine running in a closed room, which makes it even more impressive. If it sounds this good on a test bench, imagine it echoing off the walls in Monaco. There is a technical reason why this engine hits your ears differently. The 2026 regulations have removed a very complicated piece of technology called the MGU-H. That was the system that recovered energy from the exhaust gases. It was efficient, but it acted like a muffler, killing the noise and volume of the turbo. With that part gone, the exhaust gases flow more freely, bringing back some of that old-school volume we missed. Even though the electrical power has tripled to produce 50% of the total output, the combustion engine is still a V6 turbo. But now it has to work harder to generate power without the MGU-H helping it spin up. The result is a more natural, less synthesized engine note. Plus, these engines are running on 100% sustainable fuel for the first time. Honda seems to have tuned their exhaust specifically to get this acoustic quality. They know sound is a huge part of the show, and they clearly wanted to prove that going green does not mean going quiet. This engine is not just going into any car, but into a chassis designed by Adrian Newey. The legendary designer joined Aston Martin back in March, and as of last month, he is officially the team principal. That is a massive shift. Newey is not just drawing lines on paper, he is running the whole show. He has been working with Honda engineers for months to package this specific engine into the new AMR26 chassis. Reports say the collaboration is intense. Honda has engineers sitting in the Silverstone factory, and Aston Martin has sent their people to the Sakura base in Japan. They are operating as one single unit. Newey knows exactly how to exploit the packaging of a Honda engine because he did it for years at Red Bull. He pushed for a compact design to help aerodynamics, and this engine sound suggests they are running it hard already. With Newey calling the shots and Honda delivering the power, this car is quickly becoming the dark horse for the 2026 title. There is a spicy layer of drama here involving Red Bull. Remember, Honda walked away from Red Bull to join Aston Martin. Red Bull had to scramble and start their own engine division with Ford. Now, rumors are swirling that the Red Bull-Ford project is hitting some snags. Reports from earlier this year hinted at reliability issues on their test benches, with one report dramatically claiming a turbocharger failed during a high-power run. In contrast, Honda looks confident. They are the only manufacturer confident enough to release audio right now. They have been building F1 engines non-stop, while Red Bull is effectively a startup in the engine world. Christian Horner tried to downplay the loss of Honda, but if the Aston Martin comes out of the gates faster and more reliable, it will be a huge embarrassment for the reigning champions. Honda clearly feels they have the upper hand. Releasing this audio is a subtle flex telling Red Bull that they are ready. We do not have to wait long to see the full package. Honda confirmed just yesterday that they will officially unveil the complete 2026 power unit on January 20th at a special event in Tokyo. This is unusual because teams usually hide their engines until the car launch in February. But Honda wants the spotlight. Lawrence Stroll and Stefano Domenicali will be there, which shows how political and significant this launch is. They are expected to show the physical engine, or at least a detailed mock-up, and explain the hybrid system in detail. This Tokyo event effectively kicks off the 2026 season before a single wheel has turned. It puts pressure on Mercedes, Ferrari, and Audi to show their cards. Aston Martin is trying to seize the narrative early. They want the world to believe that 2026 is their year, and by launching in January, they get a month of headlines all to themselves before the other cars break cover. This all points to a chaotic shakeup of the grid. If this Honda engine is as good as it sounds, Fernando Alonso might finally have the weapon he has been waiting for. He extended his contract specifically for this moment. At 44 years old, this is his final roll of the dice. A powerful Honda engine combined with an Adrian Newey car is historically a championship-winning recipe. For the fans, this is excellent news. The fear that 2026 would ruin the sport seems unfounded. The cars will sound aggressive, and the competition looks fierce. We are moving from a period of dominance into the unknown. Manufacturers are taking different approaches, and Honda's early confidence suggests they might have found a trick the others missed. The power unit war is back, and for the first time in years, the noise coming from the track is something to get excited about. The 2026 era has officially begun with a roar, not a whisper, and Aston Martin is leading the charge. Let me know in the comments if you think this engine sounds better than the current ones. If you enjoyed this update, drop a like and subscribe for more.